my name is HAPruitt. I am the author of Anelthalien and the second book in the Anelthalien series, Earth Quaking. And today I want to talk about the cost of self-publishing. Now, the cost of self-publishing, a lot of people want to know it before they jump in, but it's really hard to tell because the cost of self-publishing really varies on who you are and the particular process you use. And so today I'm just going to talk about my experience of self-publishing and what this round of publishing Earth Quaking, this is my proof copy, not the final copy, what self-publishing Earth Quaking cost. And so I'm going to go through mine and then I'm going to talk about more typical prices because mine is probably not the typical experience of self-publishing. So I have my little list of all my different costs here and I have some of my items that I used. So editing. For editing, I had $0 to do my editing, and that's kind of true. I was my own editor, and so I didn't pay for an editor, and I used this book to help me fill in the gaps. If you want to know about my editing process and all that, I have some other videos I'll put in the description below talking about why I edited my own book and why I don't advise that for other people. But this is what I used, and this book, I looked up online because I forgot how much it cost. I bought it a while back. It cost $40. So for editing, I paid about $40 for my editing. Next, my cover design. I'm an artist, and so I drew and created my own cover for Earth Quaking. Again, I have a whole video about that if you want to know that process and see the really cool process. I'll put that link below too so you can watch that. I spent about $20 on the cover total, and that included buying the copper paint and the mat board to paint this on. That was the cover design. The graphic design part of it I'll talk about in a second. Well, I can just talk about it right now. Paint shop, there it is on my little list here. Paint shop, I painted it, and then on the computer, paint shop is kind of like Photoshop, and it cost $120. So the cover total cost $120 plus $20, $140 for my cover design, the whole cover. So that's not that bad for $140 for my cover. Formatting, I did it all on my own, all the interior formatting. It was difficult. It took weeks to do, but it didn't cost anything. I just used YouTube, used other authors, used my own scampering brain and Word to figure out how to format my book on the inside. My trailer took $0, except for maybe like driving around the countryside a little bit, but we own a Prius, so if it was anything, it was like $2, so I didn't count any money in that. But it took months, almost a year, for me to get all the right shots. I just spread it out over a long time so I could get everything I wanted. My website, I'm not sure how much my website cost because I bought it in 2019. I got it from Wix. It was a 3-year package, so it was discounted. And I just don't remember how much it cost. I bought it with my first book, and so I just didn't include anything in this round of self-publishing because I already had it. My marketing education came with my first book also, and it was in a lump sum with my package I bought to get all of this stuff with my first book published. And so I don't remember exactly how much my marketing education cost, but it helped a lot. A marketing education is a really good thing to have. And another tool I would invest in, again, is my planner. You can see how much I plan everything, just so much. My planner has helped me a bunch in all of my marketing and creating my book and figuring things out and the more marketing side. And so it cost $12, and I put that in with my cost of self-publishing. I also bought 10 ISBN numbers and 1 barcode, and I bought that as a package from Bowker, and it cost $150. And it is good to buy your own ISBN. Then I bought a copyright for my book, so no one can steal my book. I have the copyright bought. It's in my name. That costs $69 from the copyright people. I bought 2 author copies, 2 proof copies. Like I said, this is one of them. My husband, for whatever reason, he really wanted a second one for him to have all of his own, so he bought 2. And each one cost about $4, so that was about $8 for both of them. Then my launch team gifts. You don't have to do this when you self-publish, but I wanted a launch team to help me and I wanted to say thank you. And so I handmade my cards. This is the one I gave my husband because he was my biggest fan. and I just wrote in them, just had some cardstock, and I just made it myself, so that didn't cost anything. But I printed off some color illustrations from the book, and from my notebook, some little margin illustrations, some special things for the people on my launch team. And the cover, the pretty cover, this is the final cover. Isn't it pretty? And color illustration, color illustration, color illustration. And so I printed those off for everybody on my launch team who helped me out. And that cost, printing those pictures cost, oh, and also the shipping of sending them to everybody cost about $43. And also I did giveaway gifts, and this is in with the $43. That's also the shipping for all the books I shipped to people for the giveaway gifts. And that's all the cost of my self-publishing. So total, my cost of self-publishing, Earth Quaking, was $462. The big costs were the ISBNs, and I bought 10, and I didn't need 10 for one book, but when you buy them in bulk, they cost less. And I already have 6. I'm on my 6th book in the Anelthalien series, writing it right now. And that's, if you publish an ebook and a paperback, that's how many more? Book 3, book 4, book 5, book 6. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 8 more barcodes, so I'm going to need them and I'm going to use them. So you might as well buy that if you know you're going to buy that. And my other big cost was Paint Shop, and I like Paint Shop rather than Photoshop, because Photoshop is a monthly subscription, and if you're not using it in the months in between and you still have to pay for it, it kind of is like, why? But I just like having the program on my computer, one lump sum, it's there, it's mine, and I don't have to keep paying for it or remember to pay for it or remember to unsubscribe when I'm not paying for it. So that's just me. Those are the two big costs, $150 for ISBNs, and Paint Shop costs $120. And other than that, it wasn't a whole lot of money for any one thing. So $462 is my total of publishing Earth Quaking. And so also I did want to say that my editing, it didn't cost me any money, but it cost me months and months and months of time. Cover design, it didn't cost me very much money, but it cost me like 7+ months of creating my cover. Formatting didn't cost any money, it took weeks. My trailer, like I said, it took almost a year, didn't cost any money. It takes time or money whenever you're self-publishing. Either you have to shell out tons of money and have somebody else do it quick, or you have to spend a lot of time doing it on your own to do it well. So also I wanted to go over kind of more typical costs of self-publishing, just so you see, because $460, you're like, oh my goodness, I'm never publishing a book because that's expensive. So there's an interior formatting program called Vellum, and it costs $250. And it does it for you, but it costs $250. Like I said, you can pay a lot and have it in a snap. And that's $250. For an editor, the cost of an editor is all over the place, but here are just some figures. $4,000 for a 250-page book, or $15 an hour. Another Bowker estimates editing costs $7,000 for developmental and line editing. So editing, I mean, it can be anywhere from like $200 to $7,000 or more. Yeah. And so just that, comparing that with the $400 I spent for all of self-publishing, it helps me feel a lot better about life. Cover design, I looked up what a cover designer should cost, and it said $350 to $1,000, $1,500. Then the interior design, if someone does it for you rather than a program, it says it can cost anywhere from $200 to $1,500. And then marketing, a marketing education can cost about $600 to $700. So self-publishing can get really expensive if you don't have certain skills. Like I said, I'm an artist. I'm very good at editing. They call me the grammar police. If you don't have those skills, then it's gonna be really expensive really fast. Or if you don't have other people who are your friends who will let you pay for less money, it gets really expensive really fast. But fortunately, I was able to do a lot of it on my own, and it only costs $462. So you can do it for less money. It really depends on you and the skills you have and the friends you have and things like that. So if you have any questions about the cost of self-publishing, any questions about Earth Quaking or Anelthalien, how I created Earth Quaking as a self-published author, please ask them in the comments below. Tell me about your experienced self-publishing, please comment, please like, and please subscribe. So thank you for watching. Bye! If you want to know more about Anelthalien or HAPruitt, please follow me on Instagram at HAPruitt. You can find me on Amazon as an Amazon author, HAPruitt. Please watch my YouTube channel and all my cool videos on my channel, HAPruitt Anelthalien. You can find me on the Facebook page, HAPruitt Anelthalien. You can follow me on Goodreads by the name HAPruitt and the book Anelthalien, or you can go to my website where so much cool stuff about Anelthalien is. The website is HAPruitt.com.